When you hear about the looting in New Orleans, you hear about the levee and plugging that breach, you realize that the only thing that is really important right now is saving the lives of the people plucked off the roofs. You can see coming off the helicopters right now, people in wheelchairs. You have an older gentleman here with his cane and a family member and their baby, and then people just coming off the helicopter with everything they own right now. Hell on earth, they're calling it. No home, no job, many have no money, and waiting on a bus some say may never come. In fact, the city of New Orleans says they are running out of buses, and all of those people have been evacuated from the city, and they're trying to get out of this area to obviously to a real shelter, because the Superdome is not much of one now. 3,000 people so far have been evacuated from this city, and you saw earlier in my piece this afternoon people like James Tucker who are marooned in the city. It's submerged. They're stuck on higher ground. That is really the backstory here, the story behind the story. Not all those people are off of rooftops. Not all those people are in attics. That is the most dire emergency situation. That is what the Coast Guard is doing. But it takes everyday boat volunteers to get out into the city to get those people who are in pockets who are sitting there. And without those rescue boaters, they would be stuck. A wall of humanity. Refugee after evacuee, after homeless, after sick, after injured, after desperate.
They put us all out here with no water, no food, no electricity, people urinating everywhere.
There ain't no place ready to go if you walk. There ain't nowhere to go.
Where the hell could we go?
Where can we go?
Well, you're right. This is one of those stories that's already brought seasoned journalists literally to tears, many of who don't even have ties to the area. It's a very difficult assignment for me. It's not only one of the worst, if not the worst natural disaster, according to FEMA, that's ever happened to the United States. It's also very personal for me, having ties to the area. My family lives up the road just a piece, and I, of course, went to school down here at Loyola University in New Orleans. So it's very difficult to see my city, one that I care about so much, in absolute ruins. In fact, I've got my dad's car right here talking about the family affair. This is a friend of the family's boat that we brought out not only to assist in our news coverage this afternoon, this evening, and the days to come, but also if we can be of any assistance to the authorities. Unfortunately, though, with our travel time today, with the stops we've made, we've sort of lost the battle against Mother Nature, lost the sun tonight. It's a little too late for us to put out our boat to help the search and rescuers, to cover their efforts, heroic as they are. The helicopters continue to fly overhead looking for anybody that's stuck out there in the floodwaters in New Orleans. A long night for any of the refugees who are going to be on I-10 tonight waiting for shelter. A long night for all the search and rescuers, many of who are from this area, who are going home to nothing, but they're out here helping their neighbors. And an especially long night, a third night, for anybody out there on their roofs and in their attics waiting to be rescued.